Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Carry here for Orleans Darkwa. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Manning throwing on second down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Manning. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Manning again here on 2nd and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
They'll run again now with Darkwa. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. To throw, it's Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 24-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Brady looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Dorsett. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's a offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Brady to Gronkowski. They make it look easy, don't they? And it's a Patriot first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Cooks will come in motion right. They run. This is Lewis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Foxborough after this. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Lewis. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Again, it's Lewis. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Cooks will come in motion right. On 3rd down, that's Lewis. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dion Lewis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He had to go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. On play action. Now Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help. But no second-guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And now with the play clock winding down, Ben McAdoo's going to call a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they're going to try for the 4th down conversion. Manning and the offense staying put. They do go for it. It's Manning. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Dante Hightower coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Brady now on first down. And that's complete to Cooks. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Brandon Cooks, as the first half is winding down, and the Patriots add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got